and a member of the Law Society's Immigration Law Committee. Christopher, it's a mess even before this, isn't it?
Oh, I would agree with you. The system is almost broken and is struggling to cope with the immigration crisis that we've seen over the last few years. There is a lack of investment, there is a lack of resources put to the whole system. And so the thought that we can, as a government, as a country, cope with the processing of multiple visas, it seems far-fetched to say the least, really.
Yeah, it does. And tell me, Christopher, someone that does this for a living, could you understand through yesterday, overnight and through today, please explain to us what actually is our policy?
Well, yeah, you tell me, Nigel. It seems to be, depending on whether you're speaking to Priti Patel or one of the other ministers, they seem to be making it up on the hoof. And there seems to be no agreement as yet. I think the difficulty is that Home Office and government policy for many years has been to, as Steve said, to keep people out and to take back control and stop people being able to migrate. And when you see a huge humanitarian crisis, when the public are calling for the government to help, then they're put in a bit of a dilemma. Do they stick to their, historical policies of being harsh on immigration and keeping everyone out, or do they have to bow down to public pressure and say this is a humanitarian crisis and we have to help? The difficulty is the Home Office doesn't have the resources to be able to manage any sort of mass visa application process. And as you said, I think that if resources are directed away to the Ukrainian crisis, it'll just mean that there'll be huge problems in other areas of the whole immigration system, which is already creaking at best. And there will be struggles going forward, whichever route the Home Office decides to go down.
Yeah.